Pick up my bags, I be free at last. Don't wanna hear another word from my bum ass past. I graduate to know what's fate and what's a fantasy line. I done walked the wrong path maybe a couple of times. Stepping through, I hope to see windows and green leaves. Freedom of speech, sunshine, rhythm up under my feet. Is it a dream? I check the clock for times like this. People around you can't understand what it means to exist. So make a dollar, be a god, crown yourself, be a martyr, dream big, be a father, word up. I see my time.
We appreciate everybody for rocking with us. Welcome to another episode of Bedtime Stories. You know how it's going. We just got one topic. We're gonna dive into Target. Hop on Brian ass real quick, man. Let's get it.
Make a dollar, be a god, crown yourself, be a martyr, dream big, be a father, word up, and get your weight up, press, hit the gym so it's enough to hold your head up, rest enough to see yourself inside a dream. Make a dollar, be a god, crown yourself, be a martyr, dream big, be a father, word up, and get your weight up, press, hit the gym so it's enough to hold your head up, rest enough to see yourself inside a dream.
Kimbrough. Coming to the chat, go ahead, like the video, man. Subscribe, comment. Let's go.
Keep your head up. Gotta chase your dreams out the paper. Over time, things change. So much bloodshed, it's a shame. Don't know what the future holds. Humble, I'll remain. Don't replace fear where trust should be. Right here, shouldn't know what your left think. Don't compare the size, focus on your team. Can't be myself, won't be anything. Grant me peace, I've been patient. Trying to find solutions without foundation. One life, bet not waste it. Gotta adjust with the times.
Ooh, Lord, holy.
What's fair, not equal. In life, notice you get no sequel. Sometimes my soul feel conflicted, but I keep my head up, prevent from getting wet up. And times things get better. Till then, Glock and sweater. I wake up.
Make a dollar, be a god, crown yourself, be a martyr, dream big, be a father, word up, and get your weight up, press, hit the gym so it's enough to hold your head up, rest enough to see yourself inside a dream. Make a dollar, be a god, crown yourself, be a martyr, dream big, be a father, word up, and get your weight up, press, hit the gym so it's enough to hold your head up, rest enough to see yourself inside a dream.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to another episode of Bedtime Stories. You know how we get down. At the end of the day, there's always a lot to discuss. Within that, please, when you come into the chat, like the video, comment on the video as we discuss what happened to Target. Please share the video. Also hit the notification bells to not miss any of our content. Please refrain from missing any of our content. So without further ado, let's jump into it. One of the biggest things that has happened right now with us as a community is we found a way to have our voices heard, even if it's for a little while in a short period of time. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into what happened with Target, or at least what the people say. This is CNN, by the way. What CNN has to say about what happened to Target, and then I'll get into my diatribe of information. You know how we coming.
New CEO will turn around its slumping sales and stock dropping. But how did Target, a darling of the pandemic across America, end up in such a dire situation?
Our performance over the last few years has not been acceptable.
To understand how Target got here, we have to go back to 2020. When the pandemic struck, they were the store that people turned to, and sales soared. CEO Brian Cornell, who at the time had been at the helm for 6 years, was already bringing about change to the big box retailer by stocking the shelves with striking merchandise and adding plenty of staff. But then, cracks began to emerge.
I think Target grew extraordinarily fast during the pandemic. With that growth, also came some pressures on the operations. For years, Target was always accused of never having enough in stocks. You'd always see some shelves that were empty. The stores don't look quite as tidy as they used to. There's long lines at the register sometimes, and there's not enough staff at the front end to help support that.
Another big problem. Target rolled back its DEI initiatives earlier this year, and that sparked backlash and a boycott.
To see mega companies now walk away from diversity, equity, and inclusion is a stark contrast from where we were 5 years ago.
We have seen a slowdown in sales, maybe less visitors to the stores. There have been frustrated constituencies on both sides of the aisle, quite honestly.
Michael Fiddelke will take over as CEO in February. The current chief operating officer has been at Target 20 years, disappointing some investors who were hoping for an outsider. So what's his plan? Bring back Target's reputation for fun and unique items, improve the customer experience, and use technology to operate more efficiently.
While we're proud of the many ways that Target is unique in American retail, we have real work in front of us. And to be blunt, we need to move faster, much faster.
Okay. So you heard that. And my overall take, before I get into this, before I get into my PowerPoint, my overall take on that video. Number one, you seen how they tried to switch the narrative from DEI and saying how you don't want to involve minority communities who have less than, to, oh, the aisles are messy. Oh, it's not as clean. Every time I go into Target, I feel like it's one of the cleanest places I've been in. The bright lights. Now, recently, the lights ain't been as bright. And I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's a part of, how I feel about Target. Another thing that was mentioned, Target. What white person have you heard say Target is Target? Now, I'm just keeping it in the bean. Target came from the black people. They go into Target. They think Target is Walmart is the nightclub. Target, you go in, you feel luxury. You feel like you could actually wear them clothes to the wherever function. To school, work, you go to your grandma's house in those clothes. Target, when you shop for Target clothes, it's extremely versatile. Walmart clothes only get that same vibe from it. I feel like it's, watered down a bit. So they mentioned that. They also mentioned how there aren't too many people working the aisles since COVID-19. Now, that is true. Since COVID came around, people started working. They was getting hit with those PPPs. I understand that. So I get if you're talking about the overall service when it comes to Target. Sure, you got me. I believe that more people should be involved if I'm looking to check out. Why is it why? Sometimes it's one person checking somebody out and the self-checkout not even open. I don't know what that's about. So they don't have the money to hire certain people, maybe since COVID or whatever else. But that's looking to change. The elephant in the room is this. Brian, CEO who stepped down, took a different position. An executive position, by the way. See, stepping down don't mean stepping out. We're going to get to it. But he stepped down because of the drop in sales. It has nothing to do with black people. It has nothing to do with white people. It has nothing to do with how he feels about diversity, equity, and inclusion. The dollar bill, y'all. The green dollar bill. So we're going to get into it. And please, if you see something you like the video and share this video. We stop it. We go into all the facts. So without further ado, let's do that. So what I want to show you, what I want to show you real quick. Target, the Fun 101. So Michael is the guy who's stepping in for him. His long and illustrious COO, I believe, corporate operating officer. So the person who has worked under his wing for 20 years is going to take over for him because he's stepping down. And as far as anyone within the community, you should have a different light of the next white guy that's coming in, if you want to believe that. It says here, the Target Fun 101 and the real work ahead. Okay. an analysis of Brian Cornell's step down and what Target should do next. Now, let me move myself out of the way a little bit right here. Hold on. Because I want y'all to see exactly where I'm coming from. All right. So, let's get to it. It says here, context, Target in crisis. CEO Brian Cornell is stepping down February 2026. Now, this is coming up next year. It's 2025. But staying as executive chair. Insider Michael Fiddelke, I believe that's how you say his name, named CEO. Sales falling, stock sliding, investor skepticism. The boycott from black consumers after DEI rollback. Critics say leadership change looks like a bluff. And I would agree with that. Now, I'm going to lay out some flags for all the communities, especially minority communities, people who love Target, who go into Target looking for their groceries, clothes, tech. It's always neatly, done up. You know where everything is. Even for people who make split-second decisions, boom, next thing you know, an hour later, that item is put in its corrective spot. Target is by far, hands down, one of the best places I love to shop at. I do a lot of things in Target. I talk to my best. I mean, it goes on. My thing is here, when it comes to diversity, equity, and inclusion, minorities, black people specifically, I don't believe black people are taken seriously in any realm of huge major corporation, including Target. Now, the pastor who was involved within this actually created a boycott. They say it's one of the best boycotts since the bus boycott, if you could believe that. But I digress. So the Fund 101 strategy. This strategy is what Michael Fiddelke, I'm probably butchering the guy's name, Fiddelke, is looking to implement. Fund 101. I don't like that name. You think all black people just care about fun? No type of results, no type of progress, no type of actual respect. Put in black and white initiatives, looking to push people forward authentically, genuinely, and also build apart actual infrastructures and systems to show us that you're serious about black improvement, diversity, equity, inclusion. Billboard faces. That's what we want. Fun 101. I think he made it that way so it could be easier for some black people to read, man. I'm keeping it in the bean. I'm keeping it in the bean. I don't think a lot of these people respect people if you ain't got the money, if you ain't got the network, if you can't communicate, if you can't provide any sort of evidence that you should be respected. You're just lower than me. But let's look at this slide. Revamp in toys, tech, books, and sporting goods. Did we say anything about revamping that? We know you got toys, tech, books, sporting goods. We understand that. What we want is diversity, equity, and inclusion. Whatever that process was, whatever initiative that you was actually practicing, that's what we want back. Designed to add fun and trendiness to aisles. Tied to Target's identity as affordable, chic, Target. 3-part playbook, merchandise swagger, elevated store experience, tech-led ops. This is from articles. Just in case people don't have it figured out. This is from articles. Using words like swagger, Target. Who you think they're trying to appeal to? Now, understandably so, if you're trying to build out resolutions, I understand why you're using this language now. But at the end of the day, how many times do we have to have a symbolic Megan Thee Stallion dance up on national television for the Democrats to vote for Kamala Harris? How many times y'all gonna fall for this? How many times you gonna have Cardi B speak on behalf of black women? How many times you gonna have Lil Pump go up and speak at the Trump rally on the behalf of the black community? How many times you gonna have preachers sounding like a knockoff, almost said a knockoff Dr. King, man. Let me stop it. But you know what I mean, tap dancing. And God said this and God said that. Let the mountains rip. If y'all ever seen that video? Seen by critics as surface level makeover. Absolutely, I'm a critic of it. Just putting makeup over something that the foundation is trash, no pun intended. So this right here just shows me that this guy's mind, Michael, thinks it's an easy fix. And what I believe what's coming up is that a lot of people are actually getting tired of what should be considered as a solution. People are getting tired of it. We want real actions, real initiatives, real standards, real legislations put into place, whether it's corporation, government, political, however you want to do it. However you want to do it. Real risk. Insider promotion may lack fresh ideas. Shiny products won't rebuild lost trust. Boycotts and DEI backlash not addressed. Market perception. Lipstick on a pig. Ain't nothing but lipstick on a damn pig, man. That's an ugly scene. Michael, Brian, I know you still in there, man. We want real solutions. I have no clue as to why y'all want to disrespect black people so much. Every single day, every single year, every 5 to 10 years. And we gonna get to it. We gonna get to all the BS that's been leading up to this. Company after company, corporation after corporation. You giving them $1,200, $2,000 for a belt. 5 years later, you say they putting belt to your ass. As a black community, we gotta do better. Stop blaming the white man. Stop blaming the white man for everything. Go take your ass to Aldi. Go to Aldi. For every dollar, Target charging you $4 at Aldi, man. Target, for every dollar you spend, Target is charging you $4 extra. Wherever you want to look at, cosmetics, meat, whatever it is. You may have to bring your own bags to Aldi. You may have to put your quarter in to grab the carpet. You would get it back at Aldi. Orange, blue. The lights a little dim. The floors may not be mopped. But you're going to come out of there and your pockets may be halfway decent. You go get 4 things of toilet paper, a carton of milk, a few bags of chips, and some liquor. You out of $100 at Target. Am I capping? You out of $100. You go to Aldi, man. You buy up anything for a Super Bowl party, feed both of the kids $150, man. You add it up. That's 2 weeks worth. I'm just speaking for the people because I already know. What Target should do for real change. This is what Target should do for real change. Michael, if you're listening, people in the back, black community, if you're listening, send this to my boy Michael and not the real MJ. This what he should do for real change. We don't want to hear about no fun 101. I'm tired of y'all doing that, man. I'm tired of y'all doing that. I don't care nothing about no fun. People who know me, people who been knowing me, I don't care about no fun. I'm mad all the time, man. I don't care about no fun, bro. So I got 5 things you need to do, Michael. Brian, I know you listening. You in the back. Number 1. Hold on, let me sip my drink.
Trust no one.
Number 1. Recommit to DEI authentically. Expand programs. Support black-owned brands and businesses. Can you do that? Let's bring those black-owned brands back in there. I want to see Bevel. I want to see what's the other one? Mael. I believe Mael is black-owned. Quote me on that. I want to see funky curls. Bring back the black owned any and everything. Number 2, repair trust through transparency, Michael. Acknowledge harm, set measurable goals. Have you been to school? What's your degree in, man? Set measurable goals, smart goals. That's what I want you to do. Set some action plans. Acknowledge what you've done, the hurt that you've instilled in the black community. Build it out. The minorities. We love Target. God damn, I love going into Target, man. I just said a few days ago, it seemed, man, where the lights at? Every time I go in there, I want to buy something. I ain't feel that. Last time I went in there. I may go back. I may be in there tomorrow. Check out some vinyls or something. But Michael, repair the trust in the people. Now, if you need to understand how to do that, you need people on your team that are actually intelligent. Some of y'all can't chew and walk gum can't chew gum and walk at the same time. Number 3, move beyond performative allyships. We don't want to hear you look, bro, we don't want to hear you talking to Megan Thee Stallion. We don't want to hear you talking to Gayle King. I don't want to hear you talking to nobody in hip hop media. Absolutely no one. Now, if you want to talk to that reverend that called the boycott, cool. If you want to go talk to the mayor, Brandon Johnson, cool. You want to go talk to somebody within the political space, somebody under the judicial system, cool. Go do that. I don't want to hear you go talk to Megan Thee Stallion about what we should do. Then, who was that? No, that wasn't Clinton. Then Kamala Harris go ask Cardi B. Who was that went to go ask Cardi B? Did an interview about what black people should do in the United States in order to better their lives. Wasn't Cardi B a stripper talking about drugging men? I don't want to hear from Cardi B. Stop playing with us, bro. I'm about sick of you niggas, man. Stop playing. Move beyond performative allyship. I don't want to hear you talking to Trump. Go talk to people of the community. You talking to people who are outside of the community who are already taken care of is the same thing to me as gentrification. It's a reflection. Why bring in a bunch of condominiums, a bunch of houses worth $500, $600 to $1 million, $600,000 to $1 million, and calling it improving the community? No, you're excluding the people who are already in the community. What you should do, improving the community, looks like giving the money to the people in the community. That's what it looks like. Because bringing in people with money, bringing in other houses to build so that other people can actually pay them $1,600, $2,000 to spend and live within there for a month, it's called zoning. That's all it is. Getting rid of the duplex and triplexes where people could actually afford to live in. Number 4, community first marketing. I'm going to say it again. Community first marketing. Partner with local organizations. Invest in the neighborhoods. Boys and Girls Club. They cool, clean people. Some of these charter schools, some of these public charter schools, go walk into the buildings, hand out some money. Hand out some money. I'm tired of free education. Free education ain't did nothing. We need that bread, bro. That's what we need. Giving us that free education don't make it the quality of life better. It don't. Just ask plenty of the black women who got master's degrees. And go ask plenty of wealthy people within affluent neighborhoods how many degrees they got. See, we could play games all you want to. Number 5, leadership evolution. Add diverse voices to C-suite in the board. How hard can that be? Go grab some people who have their credentials. I'm not saying go grab JoJo from around the block. That's all I'm saying. Go grab some people who have the credentials, who have different perspectives than you have. You don't understand because you don't have the exposure. You haven't read enough. You aren't up on the topics or the experiences. You need to go grab somebody who can actually see the perspectives of the people you're trying to impact. How easy. I'm going to get my closing thoughts before I break y'all backs, man. No Diddy. Closing thoughts.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe.
Target, closing thought. Target risks being the retail version of a magician's trick. Look over here, something shiny. Real turnaround requires bold, measurable, unapologetic accountability. Without it, the boycott could be not just a dent, but a death spiral. Your stock price has gone down tremendously from $145 to under $100. Your sales have decreased tremendously. Millions of dollars you've lost across the United States, period. You've lost the turnover in regards to people coming in and out of your establishment by 8%. What other numbers you want? See, the problem with you, man, you think you know everything, man. I know you, Brian. And then you brought up Michael. Like that's supposed to change something. Michael's a reflection in you. He looked just like you. What are you trying to prove to us? He's been your trainee for the past 20 years. What are you looking to prove by doing that? Black people, we ain't trying to look. Black people, look. On a serious note, a lot of us love Target. But let's get our groceries from Aldi, man. Let's get our groceries from Aldi. Let's get our groceries from Walmart. As far as clothes, Target, they got some hot stuff. I think I bought a shirt or two. It was work. But please, at the end of the day, let's not buy any groceries from Target right now. We're not doing it. I'm with y'all on that. Man. And at the end of the day, Michael, man, I just want to look up how you look like, man. What you look like. Michael, COO Target. Let me take a look at you, man. Screen record. Let's do it. Let me take a look at you, Michael. Nah, man. So Michael is Target's incoming CEO and chief operating officer. He will assume the role of CEO. Michael is known for his ability to modernize the business and accelerate growth. Let me tell y'all something. You know how many white people who have just been placed in positions just based off relationships? I know them personally. There are plenty of white people who have positions that, my bad. There are plenty of white people who have positions because they are who they are. They are articulate. They can think. They're smart. It may be from A to B, but they come to work on time. But there are also plenty of people who have just been placed in positions because they know a guy. And that guy think they're a great human being just from their opinion. And, we like it. Let's put him in. We actually like this guy. This guy is pretty good. This guy sort of makes us laugh. And I really like the trinkets he plays with every now and then. This guy's great. Let's actually bring him in for an interview. He seemed calm and collected. I really like that guy. He talked about the data and he was really nothing alarming about him. His background is great. I didn't know that was enough. I thought it was enough. I went into plenty of schools, stick up my ass, especially that last one. Took the stick right on out, no Diddy. I ain't falling for it, bro. I'm doing my job, hopping on my podcast. That's it. I ain't up for the politicking. And I told Shorty at the gig, talking about what politics is. No, politics, I already know what politics is. You lying to me. So, this is what politics is. They gonna create a fun one-on-one agenda. They gonna shine up the toys and not give no actual real resolutions. Just empty promises. That's what politics is. They gonna smile in your face and stab you in the back. That's what politics is. Don't get it confused. This man joined Target in 2003 as an intern. Michael has held a variety of leadership positions across. He's been working for Target for essentially, if you take in an internship position, 22 years. Been a trainee under Brian, the guy who stepped down, for about 20 years. So, I really want people to understand how this works. He has an MBA from Northwestern University Kellogg School of Management and a Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering from the University of Iowa. This is impressive. I ain't tripping on his credentials, but the proceeding may already be in place. Target is huge, but I ain't tripping on his credentials. Industrial engineering, that's no slouch. School of Management MBA, that's no slouch. So let's get back to this. I want to give people the real, keep giving people the real, and we gonna end on this. Let's go back. So for the people that don't understand where I'm coming from, corporate backpedal timelines. So with this, I want to show you this has been happening over and over and over again. 2018 H&M, the coolest monkey hoodie. They got backlash. We protest. Apology comes. Then diversity hires come. You can't make this up. It's a pattern. H&M coolest monkey. Remember this? Y'all remember this black boy? H&M did this. Put it right on the website. Coolest monkey in the jungle. See, y'all forget a lot. This has happened over and over and over again. Let's go back. 2018, arrest of 2 black men for no reason. We do a boycott, protests come, 1 day of racial bias training. You know, we gotta figure out how to handle black people again. I don't know how to serve them. Let's hire some old people. 2019, the blackface sweater by Gucci. You know, all you Negroes love y'all some Gucci. Bring up the outrage, boycotts. They pulled the product. If it wasn't so bad, why pull the product? Now, white people, you know black people don't make you do a damn thing. I don't know why y'all listen to them niggas. Huh? White people, y'all, you don't care what these Negroes talking about. White people, you should have left it up. I don't know what y'all, they ain't got no money, no power, they dumb. What you listening to them for? They pull in a diversity council. If you ain't feel like it was wrong, why you pull it? Gucci blackface sweater. See, I'm going to say everything that they don't want to say. Here go the sweater right here. They pulled it. This is stylish right here. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I feel like I was gonna throw this on for Halloween or something. So, and then we got 2022, and then on with black hair products being locked up, you know, Juneteenth ice cream criticism, all these different things. So we understand where everything is at. As I close up shop, we understand where everything is at. The main goal, let's keep the main thing the main thing. Number one, black people got to do a better job of representing who they are all the time. I'm not just saying some of the time, all the time. When it comes to Target, when it comes to this guy, Michael, CEO, he's not really stepping out. He's just stepping down into an executive position. You got Brian coming up. Michael's coming in, Brian stepping down. As I look over this, I think one or two things. Number one, the Farm 101 plan is just disrespectful. I don't know what he came up with that with. I don't know what executives is advising him as the new CEO to do that. Brian, if this is your idea, you should be ashamed of yourself. Period, man. And now I'll say this. Through history, we've seen the same thing. We've, been neglected. I'm just talking about black people, period. Criticized for being ourselves. And having corporations fully accept us has been hard, has been difficult. My thing is, for black people, you don't know how much power you have. This is a clear example. And I want to look up how much money Target has lost due to pulling DEI initiatives. Let's just say has lost in the past 2 years. So it says Target has lost billions in market value and revenue due to consumer boycotts following its shift away from DEI initiatives. A significant drop in sales from quarter 1 2025, 2.8% or $23.85 billion, and a projected low single-digit sales decline for the full year 2025. If that don't show you got power, what's up? I remember Dick Gregory saying, black people don't have no economic power. I disagree. Now, he did also say to do a boycott. And that's what we've been doing. So, for the people who feel mistreated, man, please keep going. All that matters is the bottom line. That's the dollar bill bottom line, by the way. The company also lost market share to Walmart and experienced a drop in store traffic, leading to a significant slump in departure in its CEO. So, over the years, man, it's been some of the same things over and over again. At the end of the day, we want people to realize that other people just want to be respected, loved, and also appreciated. Building out to pull diversity and equity and inclusion initiatives and programs for people who need them, who are around. Target is in plenty of communities. That's just a slap in the face. Let's keep that, because when we talk about inclusivity, we're just not talking about one group of people. We're talking about everybody. And I've said this before on many of my podcasts. I've said that diversity brings in more money. I've said this plenty of times. How do I know this, but the CEO at Target don't know this? It must be bigger than money for these fools. It must be bigger than money. What's the message you're trying to send? I hate working for people I'm smarter than. And I know a lot of people feeling that. But this the Matrix. We trying to fight to get out. You already know how we coming, man. You already know how we ended it. In this simulation, provide a demonstration to the higher power showing who you are. Only then can you soar across the pages of life, man. Until next time, please, love it to you.